Welcome back, beautiful souls, and thank you for joining me in the extended version of the reading here on Patreon. Thank you for also sharing your energy here, because regardless of when or where you are listening from, your energy is actively co-creating all of the messages that come through these readings, both on the YouTube channel and of course here on Patreon as well. As always, I will be leaving the link to the initial YouTube reading in the Patreon post for reference. I do recommend listening there first if you feel guided to do so for context. And for whatever reason, I'm really feeling like there is a starting message in the Ask Angels deck. I don't use this deck super frequently, but it does feel like there could be some kind of message here for us to start off the reading. While I'm shuffling, feel free to contribute your energy in a stronger way by liking the video either here on Patreon or on the YouTube video itself. Okay, so the first card I got at the bottom of the deck was Ask Your Angels. So the word angels, of course, could connect for many of you as spirit guides, your higher self, the divine, the universe, whatever you personally connect with. But I do feel that there is, for someone listening, the need to really focus on reestablishing or recultivating an even deeper connection with your inner world at this time. Now, of course, if you are resonating with the reading today, you are someone who naturally has a very rich relationship with your inner world. You are someone who has a really deep level of knowledge of yourself. So when I say that, the reason I'm saying that it may be the time to deepen that connection even more is actually not because of you, but because of external influences that I'm sensing around you. So I feel that there may be certain people externally who are pressuring you in some way, and possibly pressuring you away from your usual guidance system, because you are someone who is very in tune with your inner self, but you are also someone who is highly empathic. So you pick up a lot on the emotions and energies of others, even when others' emotions might actually be related to what they want out of you or what they want you to do for them. And I just really feel the message being emphasized here to prioritize your own self and what your heart is saying to you, because I'm getting the sense that there may be people around you who don't understand your heart or don't understand where your heart or your spirit is leading you, because they cannot see your vision, the vision that was given to you for yourself, for your life, possibly for relationships or connections. There may be something very specific about your spiritual path that others or certain others around you are judging or not understanding at this time, and therefore pressuring you away from. Again, I feel like this is so hyper specific to maybe just a handful of people, but it also felt really essential to channel this message for whoever you are who will connect with it. For some of you, this is going to be even more specific, but this could be related to someone on a twin flame path. So if you are someone who is on some kind of twin flame path, there may be some aspect of this journey that causes you at times to feel like you are going crazy, even though you have a really deep connection to your own intuition and a deep spiritual wisdom about you. At the same time, you may feel this external pressure from others to conform this journey or conform your love life or relationships to what others might feel more familiar with and therefore more comfortable with. Because if you are someone specifically on a twin flame path, and of course, twin flame is just one vehicle to spiritual awakening, and it is specifically focused on cultivating the energy of unconditional love within yourself. And there's no higher or lower spiritual path. There are just different vehicles when it comes to spirituality. But I know that for many of you listening, twin flame journey has been one of those vehicles for you. It's been a major catalyst or a major teacher in your life. So regardless of whether on this path you've chosen to be with your twin flame or to reunite with that specific physical person, or to opt for a soulmate connection, or to be independent for a period of time, whatever you are choosing at this time, regardless, the fact that you are on this journey means that inherently there is this level of unconventionality, if that's the word I'm looking for, about the way you go about connecting and relating with others, and specifically in your romantic life and your love life, and how those relationships and connections look for you because of being on this journey. And so for someone listening here, that could become very heavy at times, just this feeling of being on this very unique soul path and being very misunderstood by many others. But I'm getting a very strong message of, and it's so simple in a way and yet so profound, which is just to continue trusting yourself, because your soul planned all of this at that higher self level prior to incarnating here. And you can trust the guidance that comes from within. We even have the card meditation brings answers. So along with asking your angels or your guides, meaning really reconnecting with that connection to the universe, to the divine, to your higher self, meditation could be one vehicle for deepening that bond, particularly with this full moon energy, which it's very interesting because we didn't really discuss the full moon specifically in that first YouTube reading, but I did have a sense that it would come up in the extended reading, because the full moon has the tendency to amplify everything. And specifically, I feel that certain emotions may be amplified within you during this full moon that feel like pressure. These could be triggers. This could be old feelings of doubt or even fears that you subconsciously are absorbing from other people that could affect your energy. And that, I feel, is also why your guides are really emphasizing doing whatever spiritual practices really get you back into that connection with your own inner world, which of course is a direct internal reflection of your wider connection to the universe, because as within, so without. So meditation, of course, for you could look very traditional, but it also could be something like yoga, getting out into nature, singing, painting, whatever you do that causes you to feel in alignment, to feel good, and to release some of those resistant thoughts that are really the only thing preventing that natural alignment with our inner self. I'm hearing active meditation. So for some of you, regardless of whether you have a traditional meditation routine, you may also do something that acts as an active meditation, whether you refer to it that way or not. So this could be going for a walk, doing some form of exercise, stretching, taking a nap, whatever this is for you. I guess taking a nap really isn't very active, but you get the point. This is potentially some non-traditional meditation that someone is doing here. And I feel that the guides are really emphasizing the benefit of those things and really reminding you to see the benefit and to see the value in those things that really keep you connected with your own inner world and help you hold yourself in that place of energetic alignment. We're also getting the card in the near future. So Part of this pressure building kind of sense that came out in the first reading could be because there are some really powerful things right around the corner for you. Obviously, someone's spirit guides are being very talkative right here at the beginning of the reading. Whenever the spirit guides have more messages, it's funny how those messages seem to come out at the beginning of the Patreon readings as opposed to the end. So, what else does the beautiful soul listening need to know about this supermoon energy? Once again, I heard illuminating, like just how the full moon illuminates the earth. Energetically, at this time of the full moon, you may find that people's true intentions are illuminated. I'm hearing like nothing can hide from the light at this time. And yeah, hearts are being revealed with the broken heart card in the reverse position. I'm getting chills all over. How are hearts being revealed here? I guess we're getting into those illumination messages that came out near the end of the first reading. Storm warning reversed. So this is about peace. I'm hearing that you are someone who is very deeply at peace with yourself. You may be someone who enjoys your alone time, being with yourself. And this is because you have this deep connection to your inner world. And you've also done a lot of internal healing, a lot of inner work that has allowed you to feel comfortable in your own independence. But there may be someone, or there could have been multiple people in your energy who didn't have this same level of comfort with themselves. For some reason, I'm hearing something about someone feeling uncomfortable with themselves and having kind of a chaotic energy because of this. Like, this feels like someone that constantly has to be in motion or moving or doing something because they are afraid to sit with themselves. They are afraid to see themselves as they really are. They might even be afraid by how you see them. If this person is someone specific in your life and they've pulled away recently, this may be because they have sensed subconsciously that with this full moon energy, they and their true intentions are being illuminated even brighter. And it may be that they have been trying to hide or keep something from you, and they can sense that you are seeing right through them at this time. So they might actually be pulling back or pulling away. Now, for some of them, this doesn't necessarily need to be something they're hiding relating to a connection or friendship with you. This actually could be their own insecurities, their own fears, their own self-doubt at this time that they just don't want you to see. And again, with this illumination effect of the full moon, anyone who is holding on to things like this that they aren't brave enough to allow you to see will actually be pulling away. But also with storm warning reversed, anyone who has been bringing a chaotic, disruptive energy into your life, you might find yourself being naturally disconnected from them. And don't be surprised when this happens, because I feel as though your guides are really taking action in your life to keep you in alignment with a higher soul path here, possibly to keep you in alignment with your soul mission. So people may be disconnected from you who are draining your energy, who are not assisting you in staying aligned with your true purpose here on earth at this time. I'm hearing that the ones soul connected to you will always inspire you to connect more with yourself, and they will naturally assist you in keeping in alignment with your highest soul's path. Whereas those that you share more of a karmically based connection will feel like a distraction to your true soul path. They will feel almost like a frequency interference in a way that somewhat blocks your sense of intuition or your sense of connection to the divine. And this may be one way that you are able to discern between those different types of connections, who is really connected to your soul and who has been connected to you at more so an ego or surface kind of level with the thinking man upright. I do feel that someone's ego is fighting their soul. Someone connected to you feels like they're in a battle between their ego and their soul. But I do feel that ego for this person is kind of winning at this point in time, not necessarily overall. I actually feel overall their intuition or their soul will ultimately overpower their ego, and they will see the truth for what it is. But I feel like right now, this person is like in this conflict, and there seem to be people or influences around them that actually feed this ego side, this wounded side, and that is further clouding them from their intuition. I don't know who this is for, but if this is connecting for you, I feel like you saw through the people around this person that are keeping them in this battle between their ego and their soul. But I feel like lately it's been possible this person has been listening to people who have been ill-advising them or who have been kind of feeding their ego here. And this may have created some kind of disconnect between the two of you in the physical world. And this could be a bit heartbreaking for you as well, because again, you may have been able to see right through the influences that are around this person, but they haven't been able to see through them yet. Although again, I do feel ultimately this person's soul, their intuition is going to win out here. And you are really being guided by your spirit guides, by your higher self to, I'm hearing not to lower yourself to this person's level or to the level of the people or the influences that might be around them, but to remain in that very abundant, high vibrational state of being. I almost feel like it's actually your abundant energy, your Queen of Pentacles energy, that might be triggering the people around this particular person to kind of feed their ego. In some cases, they may have literally convinced this person to pull away from you. This could be platonic or romantic. I am feeling like this might be romantic for some of you, or may have been romantic at some point in time. This person at a soul level absolutely admires you, and their intuition has been really screaming at you, or screaming at them, although I guess possibly screaming at you in the sense that they might be sending you a lot of energy that's been pulling on you. But their intuition has been very loud about you. But I do feel right at this moment, their ego might be overpowering a little bit just because of some of the influences currently around them. But again, in the long run, I feel that this person is going to be filled with regret for pulling away from you, because it's almost like a fog is ultimately going to be lifted from them. And at that point, they may have reached the point where you may no longer allow this person fully back into your physical life. Of course, that's your decision to make either way, but they might find that they aren't able to easily re-enter your life after having listened to the influences around them and pulling away from you in some sense. Again, this feels like a very, very specific message, so don't worry if this doesn't connect for you personally. I do want to channel a bit more into those soulmates coming in with offers that came out at the beginning of the first reading. We also talked about this divine love energy, I called it, coming in. It almost had the sense of like multiple people competing for your attention. For some of you, this could be work opportunities, socially. This also could be romantic. But it did feel like one was ultimately going to win out, because this was representing this highest timeline here. In the case of romance, this would be like a divine love, a divine counterpart, romantically speaking. So can I get more information about all of the soulmates and this divine love that a divine feminine is attracting in? Okay, so here we have the Four of Cups upright. This is about refusing offers. So, someone may be specifically feeling like they missed an opportunity with you because they didn't take action in the past. This person is feeling really nostalgic, but I'm hearing that they don't know what to do about it. For some reason, I'm seeing a highway or like a road. This also could metaphorically mean it feels like a really long road to connecting with you. And it's almost like this person doesn't know where to start or what to do. They're having a lot of very strong feelings for you, but they don't know how to act on them. Keep in mind, this could be that higher divine love for some of you, or this could be one of the other soulmates that was coming through. And of course, you always have total free will as to which of these energies you choose to engage with or connect with. You are the creator of your life. These readings are really just meant to help you reconnect with your intuition. But this connection holds a very powerful soul potential because we do have the Lovers card reversed. This person might even be struggling a little bit with their mental frame of mind. They might be feeling in a very low state recently about their life generally, and this might be causing them to feel an intensified feeling of nostalgia for a past with you. This feels like someone that may be an ex. Can I get more information? I also feel like this person is fantasizing about you, about being with you. They're feeling as though they failed here. This person is also afraid that if they were to enter your life or try to move forward with you in a stronger way, that they would just be a burden on you. They feel like this connection may have hit a dead end and they're not really sure where to take it from here. But they are in almost like a reckless, impulsive energy. Like I feel they might do something impulsive, like reach out to you or communicate or something of that nature. Can I get some more details on how this particular energy is feeling? Wow. Okay. So this may be that King of Pentacles, but in the process of transformation. So this may be someone who is wanting to transform themselves or working to transform themselves into that King of Pentacles energy that came up in the first reading, into someone that is very grounded, very stabilized, able to make some kind of an offer to you. But I feel like this is someone who at this point feels like, because of, I'm hearing it could be loose ends, they feel like they haven't tied up. It could be because they feel overburdened by their work or their life right now. So they feel like they can't make a true valid offer to you that would really be worth your while yet. But it's like you are this person's goal, like their motivation to become this King of Pentacles. I'm hearing them say, wait for me. So it's almost like, okay, for some of you, this may be someone you've never met. They might be saying, wait for me, like on a higher self level. You may have sensed this person coming in. But for others of you, this is someone from the past who is really working on themselves, but they just haven't felt like they're there to make an offer yet. And you may actually feel as though this person's energy is kind of putting you on hold, like you might be finding it difficult to fully move forward in other love connections without really knowing why. And it's possible it could be this masculine's energy that it's like their higher self is telling you to wait for them because they're going through this transformation and they want a chance to make you some kind of offer. Now, of course, this will not be for everyone. Only take this if it connects for you. I feel like this is someone who's very calculated about how they move towards you. Although there was that kind of impulsive energy, I do feel like they're resisting those impulses with self-discipline. So I actually don't necessarily feel like this person will be reaching out or communicating until they reach that point where they feel really established and really stable and able to make some kind of an offer or a commitment that they really feel is worth you and worth your energy. So again, for some of you, this could be one of those soulmates. This also could be that divine love that we were channeling into. What other either soulmates or divine lovers want to come forward in this reading with some kind of a message for our collective? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. This symbolizes a very powerful energy of reunion. So I feel that this card is coming up because regardless of what pathways you choose, which soulmates you choose to connect with, I do see very happy and celebratory times ahead of you, specifically in your relationships, either platonically, your social life. I'm hearing thriving social life, which if you've been in very much of a hermit mode, this might sound very strange and outlandish, but if you've been desiring to connect more with your soul tribe, I see that more of these platonic soulmates will be entering your life, or you will have opportunities to choose to connect with them. If you would like to amplify your social life, but in a way that is really aligned with your soul. With the Queen of Swords, however, and the King of Swords. Okay, so you are coming up as this Queen of Swords energy, but also the Three of Cups. So it's almost like you're thriving, or you're going to be thriving, but with your close inner circle. So people on the outside of those very close to you that you allow into your life selectively may actually at times feel triggered when they see you thriving, or they see you doing well for yourself, really being in alignment with your true, most authentic self. Again, this can have different effects on different people. Some will admire you and be drawn to you. Some will be triggered by you. But I feel that you're going to have this close inner circle, or you may already have this, of people who do really support you and who are aligned with you at that deeper soul level. But you're also going to be very firm with your boundaries. The Queen of Swords isn't afraid to cut people out of her life or to set boundaries where needed. Now, I feel that because of you being very selective with your time and energy, the divine love that's really aligning for you is a masculine who is equally the same, someone who is also very selective with their own time and energy. So for some of you, you might find yourself aligning with a masculine or divine masculine energy who is very much the King of Swords counterpart to your Queen of Swords. This feels like someone who, I'm hearing something about analyzing. I don't know if something this masculine does for work is related to planning, analyzing, strategizing. This feels like someone who has a high degree of intelligence, but really admires your intelligence as well. And you both are very selective, but it's like you selectively choose each other to connect with, at least for a period of time. This could be a soulmate. Again, this could be a twin flame, a divine love. Take this as it resonates for you personally. We also have the Six of Cups in the upright position. This is a card relating to childhood and nostalgia. So there is this energy of things coming full circle. I'm hearing that for some of you divine feminines, this might actually be some kind of childhood dream or goal that you may have had when you were younger that is coming back up for your reevaluation. So you may be deciding to revisit some goal or dream you had as a child and put more action or effort into it. For others of you, this could be deep inner child healing that you've been doing or will soon be doing to allow you to more easily release some of those deeply held kind of trauma patterns and naturally feel your vibration raise and align you with higher realities. That won't be for everyone. For others of you, this could be people from your childhood thinking of you or wanting to reconnect with you, whether that's childhood friends you may have had, people who may have known you from your hometown or in school growing up. This also could be early crushes or lovers in your teen years or young adult years. Here we have the Three of Wands in the reverse position. And the King of Wands reversed. So this is the energy of someone who lives very much in the moment, may not necessarily be thinking very far in advance. They also could be very focused on themselves. I'm sensing a little bit of an energy imbalance here. This does feel like more so a masculine energy. This could be platonic or romantic here. This feels like someone who, for some reason, I keep getting the energy of someone who talks a lot about themselves but doesn't really ask you about your life or your world. They don't really plan in advance for the future. They also seem to be going through something financially with the Five of Pentacles upright. They may have a little bit of a victim mentality as well coming up here, or it might just seem like bad luck kind of follows this person. With the Ten of Swords upright, wow, okay, this is a very randomly heavy energy coming up. This may be someone who's been sending you energy. Maybe you've been guided to kind of cord cut from this person or set boundaries with them, kind of call your energy back here, because it does feel like something may have hit a dead end between the two of you. This person may have even betrayed you in some way. That won't be for everyone, but with the Ten of Swords upright, it just feels like something was completely defeated here. Again, they may have betrayed you. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This person may have betrayed a Queen of Pentacles or didn't treat a Queen of Pentacles with the respect that she deserved. And now that Queen of Pentacles is all that is on this person's mind. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords reversed, this person, it's like they're feeling very uninspired without you or without as much access to your energy. Almost like they feel as though they've lost their muse or their creative spark because they haven't been able to connect with you or access you as much recently. I feel this may be someone that you already closed a door with or set boundaries with here. Yeah, you are in the Queen of Pentacles, and this person is in the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So they are really feeling, they're very much in a lack mentality at this time. And I mean that related to their emotional world. It's almost like this person tends to perceive everything in their life from an attitude of lack, is what I'm getting. It's almost like they've backed their own self into a corner here. Like they feel like their hands are tied when it comes to you in this situation. Like they've lost you and they don't really know how to fix it, but they kind of tied their own hands here, if that makes sense. It's like they're receiving their own karma for how they didn't fully respect your energy. This is a very strange message coming up here. Again, this will probably only be for a small portion of our collective here. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards. And I want to know more about that secret admirer that came out in the first reading. I know this reading is getting kind of long, but there have been a lot of kind of side messages that have wanted to come through, and I really like to not limit any of the readings in any type of way. So let's channel into who this secret admirer might be in your life that came out in the first reading. Whoa, okay. This is someone going through a massive healing at this time, specifically in their sacral chakra, which for the masculine is related to rejection and abandonment. So this person has had a deep fear of rejection or abandonment that actually may have affected how they approached relationships in general. So they may be someone who always keeps people at arm's length or doesn't really express deeper emotions because they're afraid those emotions won't be reciprocated. But when it comes to you, their guides are really pushing them to be open about how they feel. And this is really uncomfortable for this person. So If or when they do express their feelings, you might find that they do so and then they pull back suddenly or scale it back all of the sudden. This is because their guides are pushing them to express their emotions towards you. So sometimes they find themselves following that divine intuition, but then some of those unhealed sacral wounds around rejection and abandonment come up, and it might cause them to actually shut down. So this could lead to a little bit of hot and cold behavior if you are in contact with this person. But all they are seeing on their third eye is this happy family energy, which is the reunion or union energy with you. This person desperately seems to want a future with you. I'm hearing more than they've ever wanted anything in their life, which again sounds really dramatic, but this person is feeling in that very strongly emotionally dramatic state about you. A rainbow might be significant symbolism to someone here. It also could symbolize, just as a rainbow comes after a storm, that this person's been through some kind of storm or multiple storms in their life, and they almost see having a union with you as kind of this potential silver lining. With the root chakra in the upright position, but sitting on the crown chakra, I feel like what is really dominant on this secret admirer's mind is how to bridge this spiritual, energetic kind of bond that they're feeling with you with the physical, the material, the day-to-day. So this tells me there may be certain things about your connection that inherently present obstacles when it comes to grounding it into your physical day-to-day reality. And this is what this person is thinking about very often, how to overcome. How to release restraints or constrictions between the two of you with financial constraints in the reverse position. This doesn't have to be related to their work or finances, although the location of their work or the amount of time they dedicate to work could be a limiting factor for some of them here. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Here we have the thinking woman upright. There may be a woman that this masculine looks up to, like a family member, a guide, a therapist. I feel for most of them, this actually could be like a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, like someone in their life. It's definitely a non-romantic connection. It's someone that they perceive as being wiser than them, whether or not this person is older in terms of earth years. This even could be a female spirit guide for some of them, or a past relative that's been advising them, not consciously, because I don't believe this is someone that necessarily consciously connects with their spirit guides, but possibly someone past who has been guiding them unconsciously. Now, this particular woman who, again, for most of them, I feel this is someone physically incarnated in their life. It's non-romantic. It's someone they look up to. And this person can see that this masculine is, I'm hearing, head over heels for you. And it's almost like they have been gently guiding or advising this masculine to open their heart, because we have the heart chakra, and also to release their fears and to no longer be in this state of stagnancy or inaction towards you out of fear. So I feel a lot of those fears are related to that rejection. This person struggles with self-worth and fully seeing their own value, whereas they've really put you on a pedestal here, Divine Feminine. They see you as, of course, you are someone of a very high value, but sometimes they fear that they're not going to be able to really contribute to your life or match your energy here. And they're really going to have to heal that pattern around self-worth with envy in the reverse position to find that fulfillment fully within themselves, so that they can come towards you and make an offer to come together with you in a positive, mutually beneficial way here. So, wow, many messages came out in this extended version of the reading. I hope this was helpful for you. If so, I would love to hear a comment from you in the comments section under the video. Of course, always use your intuition. Only take what connects with you in a personal and meaningful way. But as always, I am sending you so much love today. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will connect with you here again in Monday's Patreon reading.